Okay, the camera is a little offside, so let's see if we can fix that here before we get started. I think I need to drop this end just, nope. Need to raise this one a little bit. No?
I think you just need to turn the actual camera.
Oh. That's it. There we go. That's as flat as that goes on the tripod. There we go. Okay. That looks a little bit cleaner. All right. Today, Ryan and Danny from No Review Playthrough, we're going to play Hellboy. We've got this over the summer and played quite a bit. Being stuck at home, we played this a lot over the summer. And we are now playing an encounter from the Wild Hunt expansion. We've played one so far.
Yeah.
One of the three. So we're going to play today Hunting Giants. So let's see what we've got here on our case. Giants. Most cultures have their own version embedded somewhere in their folklore, and England is no different. Bureau records feature a surprising amount of data on the giants of the British Isles. But the most surprising part is they don't like to stay dead. Occasionally, one particular belligerent specimen will wake up, rouse more of its kind, and form a gang to reclaim what still seems as its territory. So no prizes for guessing what your mission is. Track down these oversized miscreants and put them down before they cause some real damage. All right, so we've already done the setup. So we're going to discard this, and I'm notorious for messing these things up setup-wise. Okay, so we replayed the minion slots. Both minion A and B are wild huntsmen. Both C and D are giants. We've got set up. If a minion must be played, and there are no minions of that type because we only have 2 of each one, we're supposed to place a frog swarm. So if it says place minion A and we've already placed both wild huntsmen, then we supposed to do a frog spawn. So we flip this. You spend a wet morning following half-baked tales of giant sightings, but you think you finally found some tracks that might lead you to the core you're hunting. You're all stooped over them when a clear, clipped voice speaks up from behind you. Who the devil are you? You turn to see a man in green robes, a crown of antlers atop his head. In one hand, he clutches a strange-looking spear. Place a wild huntsman in the starting area with the agents, then discard this card. Okay, well, I don't know how we missed him in all of that. So we discard that. Look, buddy, you begin, but he cuts you off. This is not your place, and this is not your hunt. Before you can answer, he lunges forwards, the spear tip crackling. Roll a red die. Lead agent suffers this much damage. Begin the first round. Flip this card at the end of the round. Okay.
Wow.
All right, so Hellboy is generally the lead agent, so he will take a damage. That's fun. Okay, well, I guess we just need to punch the crap out of him.
Yeah. Well, because we can't shoot him.
Yeah, we can't shoot him. Yeah, he's in our area, so we can't shoot him. All right, well, I'm the best puncher there is. So he has a health of 5, resilience of 1, so he's not too bad. He has an electrified lance. If an agent rolls the skull when doing a defend, this enemy, they are stunned. So that's like in the comics. They had the electric lances that were stunning him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should probably just do my big right hook, right?
Yeah.
Take 2 action cubes with an assist from Clark. All right, so I have the giant blade. It says melee weapon making a fight action with this weapon. Do not downgrade dice. So I would normally roll 3. And Clark is giving me an upgrade, or he's giving me an assist. I get to upgrade 2 dice. That's why we have Clark. I get to upgrade 2 dice for this. And then I'm doing a big right hook. It's a fight action. If I hit, it suffers 3 additional damage and is stunned and hurled. So I can send him out and then push him out to the next tile or in the next area, and then we can shoot him from there. If there's anything left of him after I pummel him to death. All right, so I'm going to take a big swing with this mighty sword. Could have been better.
6.
6. All right, resilience 1, so he beats off one of them. Takes off 1, which basically leaves 5, so he is dead. All right, so we mushed him to death. Okay. All right, so that ate up a lot of stuff, but he's done. I'm going to go ahead and finish a little bit here. Flip this card, do my deep pockets. Pull a card from the bottom of the requisitions deck. You got to do this right away, just so you have stuff. Looking for a grenade. So I got stun grenades. Okay, and then I can discard it to do another one at some point. We'll wait, I guess, now. All right, so I guess we're just supposed to hunt down these giants and figure out where they are and defeat them, I guess. Flip this card at the end of the round. Okay, so that's after we all do our own stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll just go ahead and do a move action. It was 2 spaces, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while since we've done, so I'll go 1. Oh, that's right. If we expose this area, well, we've got a lot of actions left.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead for free. We'll do this. So in section 1, we start clockwise. We need a minion A. 2, there is nothing. 3, we'll put a clue. In space 3, and a minion B is also the huntsman there in that space of space 4. Okay, that's all done. We'll go put that over there. Okay, I can't split up my action, so I'm basically done.
Yeah.
All right. So the problem is if you guys shoot from where you're at, you're going to have to downgrade a dice because Hellboy's got his big old body in the way. So,
Yeah. So I think.
Well, we both need to. So we did our points. I took Scott because I get to upgrade 2 dice. So with Hellboy, I always get to roll 2 of the black dice with a fight action. We also each always take an armor piercing for Johan. We take armor piercing, and for Abe, we each take armor piercing at the beginning of the game with our experience points because almost everything has resilience. So armor piercing is almost a must. So let's each take an action. We have to take an action to basically load our gun with the armor piercing rounds. Okay. All right.
Okay. I think I'll
move 1. All right. Make sure you're facing him.
Then shoot him.
Do a shoot. Okay. All right. I can't support anymore because I'm all used up. Yeah, nice. Skull takes out the highest die.
Yeah.
So you got 2. All right, so he takes 1 hit because he has. Well, no, you bypass the his
armor.
resilience. So yeah, his armor. So he's got 3, and we don't like using. Nothing is good for tracking health in this game, but the little circles they give you are a pain in the butt. So
yeah.
All right, he's got 3 left.
Okay. I'm gonna have Liz go in there now.
Okay.
Get out of the way.
Hellboy's got his massive sword. He's charging through here. Okay, so now.
And then she can actually shoot him twice now.
Okay, but then she doesn't have armor piercing on hers, correct?
No.
Okay, all right. So she needs to. Ooh, that's good. Okay, so take 1 out. So take 1 out. That's 5. Still 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's dead. Okay.
So this is outside. So
this is all outside. Okay. Yeah, there's no line of sight blocking in this game,
okay.
Or this map. There's no walls.
So she's gonna shoot the other guy.
Shoot the other guy. Okay, so you got the wild.
2 times 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, actually.
All right, so he's dead. Okay, well, we're mowing through these guys. All right, let's have Johan then go 1, 2. I guess 1. Johan's the good investigator. He rolls the most out of our team for investigation, so I guess he'll just move there. I can't do any more. Oh yeah, I have to move. Come on, Clark never keeps up with anybody. Okay, so that's, let's see, when the end of the round is that. All right, so we're going to do everything else first.
Yeah.
So we did the agent phase. We're not resting. We'll do the doom phase. There's no infernos or frogs, so we don't have to resolve those, and then the end of the round. All right, the doom from the shadows. Advance the track, as always. Use target priority to choose an agent, then spawn a minion in that agent's area. Spawn a minion A. So we have to spawn him here because Hellboy is the target priority. And since we've used target priority, we're supposed to move that to the back. Okay. Otherwise, we would have had a free action. Okay. So let's see. Flip this at the end of the round. All right. Let's see what the case says. The air is split by a belligerent roar somewhere off to your left, which is answered by another to your right, alarmingly close. Sounds like you're in the giants' territory and they know you're here. At the end of each enemy phase, if there are no giants on the board, roll an orange die. On a result of 2, set up a giant as close as possible to the lead agent. If the agents take time, set up a giant as close as possible to the lead agent at the end. Move this card into the in-play area. Move this card to the in-play area. If the agents take time, flip this card before resolving rest action. If the confrontation begins, discard this. This is where I always get confused.
Yeah.
Okay, move this card to the in-play area. Each time a giant is defeated, place a marker cube on this card. When there are 3 marker cubes on this card, flip
Did you
it.
say to put this in play if
Yeah.
you take time?
Yeah.
But we haven't yet.
No, move this card into in-play. If the agents take time, flip this.
Oh.
Something bad is going to happen.
Okay.
I'm sure.
There's a pause.
All right, so we do that. Okay, flip this card when a point of interest is placed. Okay. All right, I think they're always a little confusing on what you're supposed to do. Okay, so we need to put marker cubes on there, so we can just use the black marker cubes. Okay, basically we need to feed 3 giants, hopefully. So giants are 2 resilience and 15 health, so yeah. And they're very big. They take the space of 2 characters.
Okay.
So we all obviously can't fit in there. Let's reset our cubes. There's no frog swarms or infernos. Okay, so the top of the round, the wild huntsman will attack. He's attacking Liz because she's in priority. So he's going to do a melee attack of 5 against you.
Yeah, her defense isn't as bad as Abe's. So
Yeah.
she
Okay.
could take it.
And if you roll a skull, you're going to get stunned. If you roll the blue skull. All right. You got to re-roll. You only get 1 to re-roll.
Oh.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Good grief. Re-roll any number of test die. Okay. Yeah.
So
That was it. Okay. All right. So you defended. That's 4. You take 1 hit then. There's a hit for Liz. All right. Well, let's see what Johan can find while you guys are fighting. So let's do Johan an investigation as orange dice. And if Johan gets a wild result, I get to advance the information track again. Okay, re-roll that. Possibly get a 2. I can advance it twice. Oh, nice. So we advance it twice because anytime we get a 6, you advance it twice. And I just got to re-roll. So we're at that there. Remove the clue. Just generic clues. Okay. All right. Well, I should probably do a good old 1-2 big punch again.
yeah.
With Scott Clark and Hellboy. So I get 1 red, 2 upgrades because of Scott. So it takes me 2 cubes, but I get to do a massive amounts of damage. Oh, yeah. Plus 3 damage. He's stunned and hurled.
That's nice.
Throw his dead body. Woo! Hey, watch it. Okay. All right. He's smushed to death. Okay. I might as well finish going 1-2 here.
Yeah.
All right.
How does he even stay?
It's pretty precarious.
Probably, yeah.
All right. I guess Johan, come on, Clark, keep it up, buddy. He gets a free move action to stay with Hellboy. So let's go ahead and do him here. Free action. Let's see what we've got. 2 frog swarms in the 1. Another clue over here. And a giant in 3 and nothing in 4. All right. So, okay. If I move into there, I can't do anything with the frog swarms. Hellboy's done. Since, again, it's an open pathway, I can do a shoot action. I've already loaded my armor piercing. So let's go ahead and do a shoot action. And I have orange dice to shoot. Can't get any assists. There's no enemies I'm shooting. Well, does this count as shooting through enemies?
I don't think so.
Frog swarm? I don't think so either. They're not minions.
No.
All right. Man. So I got a double. So 4, 5, 6, 7. He bypasses resilience, so he takes 7 hits out of his 15. So he's down to 8.
You said he has 2 resilience?
Yeah. All right, so he's down to 8. Okay. Was that my last cue?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna have Abe go because he has armor piercing.
And we can mix up the actions as much as we want. We don't have to necessarily do one character then the other, but most of the time it seems we just kind of do each one at a time.
Yeah.
All right, Abe. Gets the red dice. Man, another times 2.
4,
4.
5, 6, 7.
Another 7, so he's down to 1. All right, I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to say anything. All right, so he's down to 1.
And I'm gonna shoot him one more time.
Okay.
Hope I don't fail this. No.
Yeah, you got to re-roll. You don't even need it.
Nah.
All right, so a big giant, go boom. All right, so we defeated a giant, so we put a cube there. Okay. All right, Liz.
I think she needs to get in there
2.
and
And she can remove because if there's 2 on the board, we have to advance the doom track an extra.
so she can only do 1.
Yeah,
so.
get 1. Okay. Yeah. We'll put that there. Okay. So the end of the round, we would do Inferno or we do the Doom. Time's a wasting. Advance the Doom. Big surprise. Okay, we resolve Infernos. There are none. Frog swarms move away from the nearest agent. But since there's not 2, we do not advance the Doom again. Reset our cubes. All right, Liz is kind of in the lead. Why don't you go ahead and start off with her then?
Okay. Ooh, she's not going to investigate that. She's a yellow.
Yeah, she's horrible at investigating.
So I think.
We determined diagonally is moving.
Yeah. I'll have her.
Move for
once.
1. Free action.
Let's see what's in here. Got a frog swarm. 1. Minion C. And a clue.
Well, do you want to remove that 1 frog swarm on your way? That would take a turn. Yeah, we'll clean it up. Yeah, we can. I'm going to go investigate. Definitely for Johan. Minion C.
Yeah.
Which.
In 1.
Okay.
Clue.
Yeah, because there's only with a clue.
Yeah.
There's all of that in the first one. Oh, because it's a two space tile. So
Yeah.
1 and 2 is 1 is the frog swarm, 2 is the minion and the clue,
Yeah.
and then 3.
3 minion B and a clue.
Okay. All right.
And then minion D.
Oh,
2
jeez.
giants in there.
Okay, so that means most of us cannot fit in there. 2, 3. I mean, not that We don't want to be in there. Okay.
I think Liz should do something with her fire.
Stoke up her fire this turn.
Yeah.
I mean, she could do a flame blast in there, but that's going to set everything on fire.
But it also has to do with her
Yeah.
living flame level, which is
pretty lame right now. Yeah,
1.
it's pretty low.
I think. Yeah. I think she needs to stoke up a lot. Like
2 actions to stoke up.
She can do 4.
Okay.
Too, so
All right.
Do that.
Okay. There's a good chance she's going to get pummeled by a giant.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what I could do is I could go in there and punch. Oh, the giants cannot be hurled. So I couldn't go in there and punch him. Okay. So let's go ahead and do Johan 1, 2. Let's do an investigate. Orange dice.
No, his investigate is red.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He's the investigator.
Yeah, I keep thinking the target is investigate. Okay, so he's got red investigates.
Ooh.
Oh, I get 2 again. 1, 2. I did not get the wild, so I don't get a third one. Okay. So those my 2 things. Gotta put my phone on do not disturb. There we go. Okay. All right, so Johan got that one, and I do the third action. Let's see, I got the clue. So I'll do the third action and remove the frog swarm. You're in charge of those minions. Okay, so he's all done.
I think Abe needs to go in there and shoot.
Well, don't forget, you've got stun. Well, you can't use your stun grenades. I got a stun grenade now. Do not make a shoot test. Instead, each character in the target area is stunned. Well, giants cannot be stunned. So yeah, only that huntsman could be.
1, 2.
Yeah, we're pretty sure we checked the rules that diagonal is counted as an adjacent move.
Yeah.
That's the way we're doing it, so don't complain. So he's doing a shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, next turn Liz could go in and immolate. Oh, another times 2.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay. So he's down to 8 again. Yeah, I wish they had something on the card, kind of like Gloomhaven did. You could number the minions.
Yeah.
But little red circles that they have are even worse. These are actually not bad with the big giant base.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to do it again.
Got another shoot. Okay.
Take them out. Got 8 on them. Ooh.
Okay, skull, remove the 2.
I got 2 on them.
Okay, so 2 more. So he's down to 6.
Yeah.
Okay, Hellboy doesn't, in this version, since I've got the giant blade, I do not have a gun. So why don't I discard this, dig for something useful. Maybe I can get a real grenade that I could throw in. So I still need to pull, that's a gun. Oh, I can pull bullets. Incendiary ammo for the gun I don't have. Okay, I don't have a choice though. I have to, once I pull what I have to stop. Because I replace out Hellboy's pistol with this version with the giant blade. Okay, so I did that, but I can trade. I think trade's a free action. Yeah, if it has the arrows on it, I can trade it. So I could give it to Johan or. All right, so first movement, 1, 2. Man, if I go in there, I can't do the big right hook. All right, so second action, I can still do obviously a fight action. So 2, 3. Okay, so I can fit in there because that's 4, 5. We can only have 6 technically things per thing in there. All right, so I just have to do a regular action, but I still get all my upgraded dice. I just don't get an additional 3 damage. Okay, so resilience, we'll take 1 out for resilience. That's 5, 6, perfect. Nice. That giant sliced off his arm. Okay, and then that's our second giant kill. I'm out of cubes. Johan's out of cubes. Clark, come on, buddy. You got to assist me. So Clark can do, actually, I think he can remove that frog swarm.
Oh.
Move 5, shoot, examine, or clear. So let's go ahead and, since he didn't, oh, no, he assisted. He assisted Hellboy. That's how I got the upgraded black dice. Yep, he's always assisting. He's a good assistant. All right. So unfortunately, what that means, we're going to get hit with some damage. We maybe should have timed that a little bit better. We try not to expose the area at the first of the round, so we have plenty of time to hopefully kill everything before we have to.
Didn't know there was going to be 2 giants.
Yeah, we didn't expect 2 giants to be in there either, but we've done pretty good taking them out 1 or 2 hits. Okay, so we do the doom track then. Time's still a wasting. Okay.
Pretty good.
Yep. Okay, so the frog swarm will move away from Hellboy.
Can it move into an unexplored area?
Oh, you're right. It moves. There are a lot of fiddly little rules with this thing. You gotta really, and the rule book's all over the place. Each frog swarm that is in the same area as an agent moves to an agent adjacent explored area. Okay, so it would move. It would move over here. They run away.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and there are no infernos. Okay, so top of the round, the wild huntsman will go first. He will move to technically 1, and he will do a melee against Hellboy, which is orange dice for me. We always roll the blue die. 3, 4. Okay, so Hellboy will take a hit. And I have to remember my special ability is when testing fight, if I roll the BPRD symbol, then I can heal 2 damage. All right, so that wasn't too bad. The giant, move 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can move into here. If it was occupied, he would not be able to move. Melee of 8. All right, so if a giant's melee attack inflicts 4 or more damage, we have to put a destruction token in that space.
2.
So he does, what am I blocking? 2 of the 8? Holy crap. I just took 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have to flip over 5 and 6. Ugh. That hurt. Okay, so then we put this destruction marker down. Okay, Clark just fell in the hole. All right, I was just rereading up on it. They do a couple things. If a destruction is placed in an area, any frog swarm. Okay, so there's none. Clue, so remove that clue. And cannot be, okay, they cannot contain more than 1, then they cannot be cleared. If they move into there, they need to spend an action cube or suffer damage. So you're basically having to, an enemy moving into an area with destruction counter immediately ends their move. All right, so I cannot afford to take any more massive hits. Oh, we need to reset all our cubes. Okay, so with my giant blade, I don't have to downgrade when fighting multiple enemies in the spot. So basically, Clark's gonna, again, that's all Clark's here for, just giving me those 2 black dice on melee attacks. I'm going to hit the giant. Oh, he can't be hurled. So I'm going to hit the wild huntsman because he can be hurled into the giant to suffer 2 damage at the most because you're rolling orange. Okay, so I hurled 1. 1's gone, so he's got 1 left, but I do hurl him into. Now, do both of them suffer damage? Oh, it's into an adjacent area. So I could hurl him back a space. Each other character in the area they're hurled into suffers damage equal to the orange die. Unless there's scenery too, if you smash him into scenery. So I can push him back. So he's got 1 health left, right?
Yeah.
He's got 1 health left, and I pushed him back. Okay, so the only other thing I can do, dang it, I was hoping for a big, maybe I should have done. All right, I got 1 more action, so I'll do another, but I do not get any upgrades this time. All right. Hopefully I can wound him enough that you guys can, hopefully the 3 of you can finish him off.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 resilience for him.
4.
So 4 out of the 15. I'm just going to put that here for now. So he's got 11 left. Okay. All right, so Hellboy's all done. Does Liz want to come in and do the immolate?
Yeah.
Because the fire will bypass the giant's resilience, and it hits the adjacent areas.
The immolate, yes.
So it could hit.
I think she would actually need to be in there.
Yeah, she needs to be in there, but it's going to hit both adjacent areas.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think
So
let's move 1 to there.
yeah,
So Abe doesn't
yeah,
get
that's
hit.
true. Oh well, you see, you have to evade that guy if you pass through
Ah.
him. I think that just means you take a damage. Mm. Okay, each time an agent leaves an area containing any enemies, they must choose whether to evade each enemy. Yeah, so you just would suffer 1 damage if you go past that giant.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and do immolate.
2. We're gonna need lots of inferno. Whatever that is.
Oh,
Probably like 2.
there's the infernos.
Put inferno and Liz's in each adjacent area.
Does it say explored area?
Each explored
Okay, all
area.
right. So 1 would, yeah. Okay, that's, yeah.
Roll a red die. 2. Each other character in Liz's area suffers fire damage equal to the score plus living flame. She takes 5 damage.
In each area?
Each in her area. So he would,
So he's toast.
yeah.
Well, maybe you should do the immolate in the giant's area then.
Yeah.
Abe could clear
She
the
could fit
Abe.
there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with Clark. Yes. Abe could then put it so an inferno would go here. He could clear it before he moves. It's when you move out of the area.
Oh.
If he moves through there without clearing it, then he would take a damage, but he could clear it before. I think you need to hit that giant because this guy's weak and he's not going to hit for very hard. This guy hits for 8. He's got to die.
Yeah.
Okay, so read it all again. So we'll do the roll still. So you would actually not have that 2nd damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Each other character in Liz's area suffers fire damage equal to the score plus the living flame level.
Okay. And Hellboy never suffers more than 1 fire damage, so I would take a hit technically.
So it takes 5.
Takes 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have
Each character in an adjacent area suffers fire damage equal to the score alone. So he would take 2.
each agent adjacent area.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually Abe would get hit.
Uh,
Hellboy cannot take more than he's in the area. He can't take more than 1 fire damage. So Abe would get hit with 2. Technically, it looks like. Okay. We'll find out if that's worth it later.
Yeah.
All right, so the giant has 6 left.
He's dead.
Oh, that guy takes adjacent area,
Yeah.
takes damage. Okay.
Then I reduce 2.
Okay. All right, we'll find out. Yeah, if that's worth it. I guess the frog swarms. The only thing it says about frog swarm, you have to take an action. So I don't think you've toasted them.
No.
Okay. So now, if Abe then.
He'll shoot.
Okay. Now the problem is if he shoots. The problem is if he shoots in there, he's got to downgrade 2 dice.
Oh.
Yeah. Because there's 2 characters, two friendlies, basically 2 allies in that area. Yeah.
Oh.
Or he can jump in here with his spear or his harpoon.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, so why don't you'll have to clear that inferno or he's going to take more damage.
Yeah.
So
1
to clear the inferno. Give that to you. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 with Clark underneath the giant. 4, 5. Okay, so he can fit technically. He can fit in there.
Okay. And then harpoon.
So he moves, so you need an action cube to spend an action to move.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Just I can upgrade 1 die using my harpoon.
Oh, here's the blue.
Yeah.
So you're doing a fight action?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I used it as a ranged, then it would add like 4 to the score, but I'm not.
Well, yeah, if you used it as a range, then you would have to downgrade.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
6.
So the resilience, we'll take that out there.
He doesn't have. He is. Oh.
You're not shooting. Yeah, you're poking him with a spear.
Yeah.
All right, so 2, 3, 4 more damage. So he's got 2 left.
No.
All right, Johan. So I'd have to downgrade 3 dice because you're all in there.
Yeah.
Okay, 1. Shoot action is orange, so I'd be shooting with yellow crappy dice. So I think, oh no, I can't come in there. I was going to say I could come in and just punch him with fists. I think you can always do a melee.
Well, that would be actually worse. It would be the same if you just punched them.
Yeah, because I'd use yellow dice for that. So, fighting. Downgrade 1 die for each enemy. Or that's fighting. Shooting. Downgrade 1 die for each character in the target's area. Or in the path.
Yeah.
We've got to, otherwise Hellboy could just be pummeled to death. All right, so shoot action. I have to downgrade 3 dice, so all of my orange are downgraded to yellows. I technically need 4 to get past. No, I don't, because I am shooting. I only need 2 then. It's not the end of the world. Okay, giant's dead. Okay, so we add that marker. When we add 3 markers, flip this card. According to a few old tales you've read, giants are all tied up with the magic of the land itself. Sure enough, as you fill your third, you can feel a strange tingling sensation on the back of your neck that definitely feels supernatural. In each end phase, roll a red for each giant. It heals that much damage. If the giant has no damage to heal, place a number of marker cubes on its base equal to the number rolled. The next time it takes an attack, the target must downgrade 1 die for each cube that's on there, then discard all cubes. Move this to the in-play area. All right, so now we just need to find a point of interest, which I know from setting up is one of these 3.
Okay.
All right, so we did that, so we end now.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the Doom. Advance the Doom. Spawn a minion B is the same. At least it's only Huntsman. Okay, spawn a minion B in the same areas whose target priority is at the back of the cube. Doesn't matter.
We're all in the same.
We're all in the same area.
He's just standing on Clark.
Yeah. He burst out of that hole there.
Cool.
Okay, reset our cubes. Oh, I still had one left.
What you just moved in there?
Well, I would have moved one, maybe two here.
Well,
Oh, we need to roll then to see if the fire. So roll a red.
One.
I think that means Johan took a hit.
I think it was on 3. They took a hit.
On 1, 2, 3, that takes that much fire damage, so Johan takes a hit. And then a 4, 5, on a score of 3, place another one. Is 0 is removed.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I probably would have moved there just so I was a little ahead of the game. All right, so then that guy spawns. Okay. So for target priority, thank goodness, in a way, Abe, the weak, he's going to get hit with a 5 melee.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, roll those crappy yellow. And we don't want a skull.
3.
Okay,
so
it takes 2.
Still halfway dead.
Well, I've got 3 more hits and I'm... Okay, so our turn then. Well, that Wild Huntsman's full 5. We almost had a free turn here. I guess I'll go for the big 1-2 Clark combo again. And that's a double. I can double that. Man, I just needed that on that giant.
Yeah.
Man, that was a sweet roll. It's almost way overkill. Okay. Maybe I should have just done a regular punch. Maybe I only need to do that big one. Because that's 3. I get it 3. I should not be doing that big punch every time. I should just do regular fight action on, especially at 5. He only needed 6. Okay, yeah. Oh, we had this Inferno too. Yeah. Oh, well.
Abe was standing on it.
Yeah, Abe was standing on. Okay. So what did it say? If we move through this rubble, an agent moving into the area. So it was already there. So I guess moving out doesn't. Area cannot contain more than 1 and cannot be cleared. An agent moving into an area with destruction must either spend moving into an area with destruction immediately ends their move. Okay, so we can move out with no problem. But the problem is if we move into here.
We can't really get back
out.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this for a point. I'll let you keep track of the fire. Free action, then let's go ahead and expose this. Minion B, which is this. For some reason, there's a bookcase. So you have the scenery over there. I could have slammed him into the bookcase. The bookcase is got the yellow books on it. Yeah, that one there. When this scenery is set up, place 2 counters on it. I think this is a heal. This would be good for Hellboy. Oh, no, this is an exam. Agents can examine these clues as normal. No interact action is required. The scenery is destroyed. The clue counters. I'll put 2 clue counters, not. Agents can examine these clue counters as normal. No interact action is required. Oh, okay. So it was just the same as if they were on the floor.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Minion D, unfortunately, and another clue. Okay. I could throw that Wild Huntsman. I could stun that guy. The only thing he would do on the next turn is get up if we don't defeat him.
So we could just ignore him while we.
Well, technically, there's nothing in there we have to do, technically. Because the point of interest is in there, but they obviously are going to follow us.
Yeah.
That giant can move. Man, he moves 3. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what happens, and then we'll finish. Like I said, we don't. I keep forgetting we don't have to do everybody's turn in a row.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens after you've done yours. I think you should try and shoot past the huntsman, even though it's going to downgrade a die. Liz could throw her firebolt or whatever that is, flame blast, would set that area on fire. But if nobody needs to go in there, I mean, Johan, that's a lot of clues. We could move this inside track quite a bit. What do you think? Because that giant, if that giant moves up and hits me, I'm dead. He's going to knock me out totally.
I think we should try at least to get him.
Shoot past?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Downgrade 1.
Well, what I could do is I could give you an assist. Then that would cancel out one of the downgrades.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's, I think, a good. All right, so we're shooting the giant. Nice. Bypass all of.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, 9 out of 15 leaves him with what, 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him again.
All right, so this time you will have to downgrade. Times 2.
7, 8.
All right, that was it. All right, bye-bye. Man, you're rolling really good today.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got 1 left. Might as well try the.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah, don't need to downgrade.
Let's get him out in one shot.
I guess I could have done my possession. I could have.
4, 5, 6.
All right, he's dead. Man, we're one-shotting these fools.
Nice.
Okay. All right, so the problem is if Johan goes through there to explore, it's going to take a cube to move the 2 spaces. I'm going to have to spend a cube to get through. I think it's worth it. So
But
1.
also, if you don't want to take damage from the fire, you have to.
Oh, shoot. That's right. Because if I leave a space with fire, I take damage.
Yeah.
What can I do to project? Okay, I'm going to do the project. I hardly ever do this. So project. I'm going to project my ghostly form, reduce the ectoplasm by 2, and place an action cube in any export area until the end of the phase. Johan can make examine and explore actions as if he was in the area.
Oh, okay.
So we'll go ahead and do an exam. Make sure I do the right ones red. Okay. If I score 6, I can move it up twice, and if I score a wild, I can actually do it 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man,
Nice.
move it up to there. So that's one of them is gone, and I might as well do it again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we should worry about the last one.
Okay.
Oh
Ooh.
man, twice. 1, 2. Get another.
That was 11.
Yeah, you only get to do it twice. Yeah, you don't get to times it by 3. Okay, so I take that one. Man, his ghostly form is very insightful.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it is. It's just still just him.
Yeah, it's still just him. Yeah. Okay. All right, Liz, why don't you clear up some stuff?
One here. Rid of fire and.
Yeah.
storm.
Yeah, I think so. Take 2 each out. I mean, we can keep going. Yeah, I just don't think we need to move all the way into there
No.
to get that. All right, so we can leave the destruction with fine. Okay, so Doom. Liz, carelessness causes fire. Advance. So we're almost to the confrontation if we don't find the clue or the point of interest in the next 2 turns. Then use target priority to choose an agent, which is Johann. Put an inferno in that agent's area. If their aid contains an inferno, suffers a damage. All right, so put inferno in our area. All right, so now we end our turn. We got to roll. Two hits for Johann. Okay. All right. There's no frog swarms. All right, so we reset. There's that. Okay, so the point of interest is in one of those 2 rooms. I think in this case we can split up
Yeah.
a little bit.
So it's the door technically right there for the.
There is no doors.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put them out. You don't put out in the setup. There's no doors technically. It's all outside. So as long as they connect, you can see to it and go through it.
All right.
So since you're closer, why don't you take one of? Why don't you see which one of those, whichever one you want to try?
All right, it's here.
Okay.
Clue and a rock slide in the first.
Okay, the rock slide's over there. The rock slide is new.
We had it last time.
Yeah. For rules purposes, the tiles are still rooms, even though it's outdoor. Yeah, outdoor board tiles are not treated as having walls for visibility. They are still set up face down and counter cards as normal and cannot be moved in scene 2 until explored, of course. No rock slide. Here it is. This scenery piece cannot be removed or destroyed. I think it just means there's 4 spots
basically
taken.
Scenery.
Yeah. It only affects the number of models. Yeah. So only 2 people can be in there,
There's
or a
also
giant.
loose footing in here. So then the agent moves into or out of an area on this tile, roll an effect die. On a skull, discard an action cube if possible.
Okay, so section 2 and 4, point of interest. Doesn't have a number, so just go ahead and grab one of the point of interest tokens. And then 4 is blank.
Yeah.
All right, so whoever goes in there could possibly suffer some damage.
Yeah.
So did we say project can examine and explore? So I could not, obviously my ghost cannot go in. I could not go in and grab that.
Yeah.
Bypass everything. Okay.
Since Liz is in the best shape, I think she should go in there.
Okay, so 1. What did you say? What did we say with the rock slide?
Oh,
the rock slide didn't.
Out an area on this tile with the effect die.
So she's moving into.
Okay, so
As long as you don't roll a skull.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Fix that up. Okay.
I need to use an
Just-
action for that, or
Yeah. I believe you have to. Yeah. I believe it's an action to interact with a point of interest. Yeah. It's an action cube. All right. Flip this. All right. So we haven't had to do this because there were no giants on the board.
yeah.
You see movement in the ground like a rabbit digging up for a new entrance to its burrow. You stand still, transfixed as to grammar's on transfixed, and that has a dash. To your horror, large fingers start to stretch upward, flexing and grasping. The largest giant you have seen so far pulls itself upright, great clods of earth falling from its broad shoulders. This thing is huge. Set up a giant in the same area as the point of interest with a trigger marker on its base. Nice job, Liz. So he came out of the ground. Put a trigger marker, which is basically just a letter. Okay, here's the other A. I don't know if we'll probably need that. There is a reason why they usually say those. Okay. With a trigger marker on its base. If there are already 2 giants on the board, the lead agent must remove 1 before doing this. Then discard this card. Okay. The noise of the giant's roar has alerted the huntsmen who have been hounding you. The lead agent places 2 wild huntsmen in the same area as the agent who explored the tile containing. Are you serious? If there's no point of interest on the board, place them in the lead agent's area. Well, that's weird. Why would they? Because you flip the card when you get the point of interest.
Then it says if there isn't a point of interest.
Technically, there's not. Okay, so I would say they both spawn here then, because it says otherwise put them on the lead agent's area. The lead agent places 2 in the same area as the agent who explored the tile containing the point of interest. If there is, yeah, I'm going to play it that way. If there is no point of interest, yeah, that's weird. Because you only flip the card when the point of interest is found or picked up. Well, let me make sure. Oh, flip this card when a point of interest is placed on the board. Yeah, that's all these little things. So we placed it. The giant should have been here before you had a chance to pick it up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess put it back. That also gives you an action cube back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say you have to read every little word carefully. Flip this card when a point of interest, I thought it was when picked up, when placed on the board. Okay, so we flip this. Set up the giant in the same area as the point of interest with a trigger marker on its base. Okay, then discard this card. Okay, so there are 2 giants we needed to do. Okay. So yeah, so technically, actually we can't because 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you obviously attracted these guys.
Great.
That's not all it's attracted. If there's only 1 giant in play, place a second giant in the starting area. Then move it towards the nearest agent, stopping as soon as it's within 3 agents of this area of that agent. Okay, that means on its next turn it's going to attack. So let's see. 1, 2. Actually, it's back here. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Move it towards the nearest agent, stopping as soon as it gets within 3 areas of that agent. Okay, so that's it.
Only move 2.
Yeah. Huh? It'll move 3 on its turn.
Oh.
It's purposely moving it within its range. Flip this card. The huntsmen are clearly torn, unable to decide who is the bigger threat, the agents or the giants. Prepare the confrontation as described on page 26, but only go as far as step 2, setting target. Create the boss deck by shuffling together cards with these icons, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stop the video now, and we'll set up the confrontation. We'll set this up, do the confrontation as a part 2, because usually the confrontation takes almost as much time as the initial setup and play of the game.
Yeah.
So look forward to part 2. Probably later today or soon we'll have the part 2. But yeah, we're in kind of a world of hurt already. That's one of the first times we've completed everything, though, before we reach the doom marker.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we'll come up, because it takes about 15 or 20 minutes to set up for the confrontation. So we'll come back at another time and have another session where we play through part 2 and do the confrontation, which is basically the big baddie boss part of the game. All right. Again, thanks for watching. As always, like, subscription, comment. What do you guys think about Hellboy? We've really liked it. It's very thematic to the comics. I've made Danny read all the comics over the summer, and
I didn't read the last one, but I read the first 3.
Oh, you read the first 3 volumes. Yeah, you didn't read the one after I won't spoil it. After Hellboy, something happened to him. Because I don't think I couldn't find it at the store, I think's what it was.
Yeah.
All right, so yep, we'll stop there and do part 2 later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.